Obviously Steve Cohen is focused on this guy and waited
Yeah.
for him. Like he waited him
Yeah.
out. Like so I think this is obviously not surprising. This has been in the works for a long time. I'm always fascinated when somebody rises to the level where you're going to wait for him, that you're going to make
Hmm.
some things happen to get him. I think that says a lot about like what how he's viewed. I think there's good reason for that. Obviously, we know what David Stearns did in Milwaukee. Those guys were a perennial playoff contender, which is hard to do. There was a year where I
Yeah.
think they cut $25 million from their budget, and it was already pretty thin. And I, you know, feel like they were right in the mix again the next year, despite that. And so,
Yeah.
I think there's been some resourcefulness and creativity shown there. I think another thing that I've heard he's done well is manage up. All right,
Yeah.
like that's a big part of that job is like being able to manage up, and he's going to have a challenge there, right? Like this is Steve Cohen is going to have some demands. Like he wants things done a certain way. Obviously, he thinks he's going to get that in David Stearns. So, guess we're going to find out. But I think whether it works out or not, obviously that's up to fate. But this is a really smart guy who,
Yeah.
but doesn't just. It's not even just the baseball chops. Like he knows how to deal with people. I think that's a big deal
Yeah.
too. So, no, I think it's a very good hire for them.
Yeah, the Brewers hired David Stearns in the fall of 2015. As anyone who followed Evan Drellick on Twitter back then can remember, because he tweeted about it every single day, like 5 times a day. Um, do you know how many times the Brewers had made the postseason before 2015?
Oh, wait. Stop. Okay, they won a pennant in 82.
82.
That's it.
No, more than that.
Oh wait, then the Sabathia year. Oh
Yeah.
08. Okay. And then was there one more? Two more?
Two more.
Okay,
Yeah.
was it in the 80s? And then let's see.
Uh,
Except for the one I just mentioned, they won a pennant in the 80s.
You get the Fielder years.
two in the 80s.
Two in the 80s? When the hell did they do it? It must have been early.
The
Right?
year before 82.
Oh,
In like in the weirds in the strike season, or not strike season, split season, yeah. And then in 2011.
Wow, I just like totally missed 11. I forgot all
Yeah,
about
but
that.
4 times, right? They made it 4 times. And obviously we're in an era of expanded postseasons, but they've made the playoffs, like, I believe, almost every year besides that, besides last year, when Stearns stepped down. So like clearly, right, the fellow is doing something right. They built up they've won a lot of trades. They've had some success in the draft. They've done a pretty good job of like sort of building offense out of platoons and things like that. And now he's going to be given the keys to Steve Cohen's kingdom. Cohen talked all along, right? Said, we want to be the East Coast Dodgers. What did the Guggenheim Group do? 2 years into their reign, they brought in Andrew Friedman from Tampa Bay, small market maven. Billy Epler's going to stay on, it seems like, probably still as the general manager, but Stearns will be the decision maker. And it's kind of, they're moving into this, they tried to do what the Dodgers did during that time, which was like shock and awe spending to get into contention. They didn't have the core of players the Dodgers had back then, and so it was less effective. But yeah, now we're gonna see how far like Cohen's money can go, I guess.
I would say that someone like Stearns, you're not necessarily going to see the changes on a transactional level. Like it's not, correct. You're not gonna see the benefits. Like all of a sudden there's like, so wow, they traded for Ronald Acuna Jr. and all they had to give up was Brett Beatty. Like that's not the kind of genius that they're looking for. It's gonna be just behind the scenes organizationally. It's gonna be the developmental side of things. That's what you're getting when you get someone from a small market like Andrew Friedman or Stearns. You're not getting him there because he's still going to be doing the owner says that he'll pay for Max Scherzer. I guess I'll sign him then. Like, okay, twist my arm.
Yeah.
Anyone can do that. It's underneath the floorboards is where you're going to really see the difference.